How do you go about using meditation to break through financially in your life, but more importantly, in this case, is in your business?
Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman.
And welcome, everybody, to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman, affectionately known as the Blockbuster, because I help you to pierce through the illusions and lies that might be holding you back as a visionary healer or coach and help you to actually break through so that you can manifest that multi six-figure business or seven-figure business or way beyond by realizing the way ahead is to integrate and to clear the old belief system, the old energies, and do things the easy way as well, the meditate and make money way. So I'm going to share with you today how I've seen meditation help me break through and other clients break through, and how to do it. How do you go about using meditation to break through financially in your life, but more importantly, in this case, is in your business? So let's talk about it. So I've been meditating, I don't know, 20 plus years. Is it 30 years now? No, not quite. Probably been around 37 years, something like that. Not 27. I'm sorry. What did I say? 37. I'm really, really going crazy there. When I first started trying to meditate, it was extremely difficult for me. I was filled with anxiety. I'm a sensitive type. So back then, it was even more difficult to be fully still. And obviously, when I was just starting off in the spirituality back around that time, and I just, started, I guess, hearing about meditation and started realizing this would be helpful to my anxiety because it was in my anxiety handbooks. And I was a counselor and I had a psychology background and everything. And I'm like, well, yeah, meditation seems to be one of the things they recommend. Let me try that too. Okay, what's the next step? And the first times I would try meditation, my mind would just be racing, just, oh my God, when is it going to be over? When is this meditation going to be over? Like that was often what I would think in the beginning of the meditation. And sometimes I would do a 1 minute meditation. That's all my mind would think for the 1 minute. Because I did have the principle back then. I realized like, you got to start with something, I got to try at least. So I'm like, okay, I'm short on time. I'll give it just 1 minute just to get the habit going. And the whole time I'd be like, is it over? Is it over? Is it over? Is it over? I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. With very little space, I'd give some space, right? Because that's the whole idea with meditation is to allow there to be that spaciousness. So I'd get a little tiny bit in there, but it was not the easiest thing for me. I mean, people, if you experience my being and you experience how you would see me if you came to one of my meditation retreats, which I've offered in the past and been fabulous silent meditation retreats, is, you would probably imagine it's very easy for me to meditate because I can go into a really connected state really quickly if I just choose to. It's really about choice. Do I want to hang on to the noise if I'm in a noisy place, or do I just give in? Just okay, finally, of course, let's give in. So let's surrender and go into that deep spaciousness. And so I can create a strong intention to go into that spaciousness really quickly now, if I choose to. Now, sometimes I choose to do it more gradually. Okay, let's start with the breath, but I know like I have the ability to go to a fairly connected, deep level right away. I mean, nothing super profound, maybe instantly at all, but pretty deep, fast, just from practice over 26 years. Now, why does that matter? My point is, like, if you're still struggling with meditation practices, like I was in the beginning, if you're not being consistent, like I'm sure I wasn't in the beginning completely consistent, not doing it daily, and you find it hard to stay still, either one of those, then I'm here to encourage you that it didn't take me 26 years to get to this place either. It did not take that long. But over the years, like that's what happens. You develop a really strong ability to really drop into presence at any moment, at any time. And that increasingly you can have it be if you choose and you allow it to be so. You can choose to be in a meditative state throughout your life, through most of your day or a lot of your day or a good chunk of your day at least, right? Where it's a more of a present state, a more of a meditative type of state. And we're more in that state, everything flows. It's like you've let go of so much of the sludge. Sometimes you need to, might experience ourselves needing to do energy work to open up the channels to experience more of that flow through yoga, certain types of yoga or, yeah, your breath work, your energy works, whatever, all the different things we can do. I go to acupuncturist, that helps too, right? Like all the different things we do can help that flow where everything is on automatic. When I experience being really connected, I'm not really thinking it too much anymore. The mind is really quiet, and there's just an energy pulsing through me that is doing the thinking for me. So that's how easy it can get. So when I talk about learning about meditating, making money, that is the direction you want to go in because your energy typically is very high then, right? You're in a very high vibration and you're extremely much more efficient. So by anchoring your entire life in meditation, you actually are a lot more aligned spiritually, and you can use it to align much more with your intentions for your life and business. Allow that to flow through your energy, and it automatically then attunes you to your intuition in a stronger way that will reveal the answers that you're desiring or needing. Do you want to meditate and make money? Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Go to yoursacredpurpose.com and get your free Meditate Make Money meditation today. So, what you should be doing, or I recommend or suggest, is if you're not already meditating daily, is to just get started. Just get started. Do like I did to start with, and just start meditating. I recommend to do better than what I did in the beginning and not just try to squeeze it in the middle of the day, which doesn't work. You will not be consistent all the time if you do it that way, but rather you'll be very consistent for almost all of you if you just decide it's the very, very first thing I do every single day. I start my day in meditation. Now, some people say, well, you get deeper meditations if you do exercise first. So I'm going to do exercise, then I'm going to meditate. Here's my suggestion. Start with meditation and then hear me through. Start with meditation if you haven't been. Like, no, I mostly it always works. I do the working out and then I usually always meditate, but yeah, I guess I did miss a couple times this week after the workout or whatever. Like, right? So like, because I know how people are. I mean, it's just automatic because if you're in action mode, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna shorten the meditation right now. Oh, you know what? I don't need to meditate. I feel really good right now. Or you know what? And then come up with the usual avoidant pattern from being connected. So we have to come back to center, but we have to start getting centered first, and that will increase the likelihood of additional meditations within the day if you structure your time and your intentions properly. But it will help. So even if you start with a 5-minute meditation to start your day, or 10 minutes maybe, that's better. If that's all you do, that's fine to get started. To do it every single day. If you miss one day, you miss you God forbid, bored one day, you just come back to it as fast as possible and keep it as daily as possible. You just have a rule, but there should be no reason not to meditate. I just do not start my day until I meditate. That's just like sleeping. I just sleep every day, right? You need to meditate every day. Like need to meditate, and that's got to be right away. Otherwise, like Daniel said, I'm going to trust his 26 years and all his experience and helping others with meditation. I've got to do it first thing to start the day, even if it's brief. Okay. All right. So can you go to the bathroom first if you really got to go? Yeah, do go to the bathroom. Okay. But then right after get into meditation. All right. So then if you want to go work out, great. Now You want to meditate. You're like, no, it's so much better after the workout. Great. Yeah, you did your 5 minutes before. Now do the 10 minutes, the 20 minutes, the 30 minutes, the hour, the 2 hours, whatever the heck it is, right? Now you do the deeper meditation, seeing as you say it's deeper then, right? And it probably is, but like do it real in depth then, seeing as it's so much better after you work out, if that's your belief or your experience, right? So so don't allow it to become an excuse to just keep missing meditation. Okay, so that's the first thing is make sure you keep consistent with it. And then, for me, like I like to have varying meditations. As you add meditations in the day, I love to meditate 2 or 3 times. Often I meditate 3 times per day in my life. Could probably do better than I've been doing lately with the number of meditations. I am doing more meditations at times than just 2 or 3 even, but I could probably get back to my old standard of 3 per day. So I'll admit that. But other ways I'm doing more with it. But yeah, we want to be bringing in different because I'll take time to meditate anytime during the day. So, but my stand like a full dedicated meditation, it's like 2 or 3 times per day. The end of the day is real good for me. For example, to clear up energy if certain energies haven't been cleared yet from the day, is to do a clearing out, clearing out of the chakras and energies. It'll be really nice. We're gonna get to the money part, don't worry. And then at lunchtime, I like a real peaceful, calming meditation. In the morning, I like to do also just a just maintaining that connection that you will naturally be more amenable to first thing in the morning for most of us. So I just allowed that to deepen to start the day. And then I will do another meditation to visualize like what's coming to me from spirit and also the goals that already been established. Allow my imagination to open that up. So that's one of the ways I talk about when you get. I have a PDF on meditating and making money that you can grab along with the meditation at yoursacredpurpose.com, and it will show you that on that PDF file. But so you can use meditation for stillness meditation, which will increase the amount of intuition and flow that you feel throughout the day, where Spirit is doing more of the thinking for you, and it's the easy way, and everything's much more efficient. And then you have to direct your intention towards outcomes in your business that will help produce money, right? When you're using it to make money in your business. That's why in that meditate and make money meditation that you get for free at yoursacredpurpose.com, I have you contemplate on what are the things that need to happen today that will help lead into more financial flow for your business. That some people who already have six-figure businesses have taken and continue to build their business by using that daily. So you can get that meditation again at yoursacredpurpose.com. Okay, also what I talk about beyond the stillness meditation and visualization meditations, which I recommend you do real deep, powerful meditations where you visualize minimum, once per week, and then you can do smaller. Like I do is smaller visualization meditations throughout the week. Try to keep it daily. Sometimes I have been known to miss, but then I come back to it, right? So, but it only those ones can just take 5 minutes even, or maybe even less. You just take some time to really reconnect with it all. When you do the longer one, maybe you're taking 45 minutes even, you're really go in depth, just keep visualizing and just, it's fun. It's like you start seeing all these things and it can give you new ideas, new inspiration, new things that you decide to do from that meditation for visualizing. So it's a very powerful way to do it too. And then, like I said, I don't talk about this one in the PDF. You can so much, but like you can clear out energies that help again, that flow of energy that makes everything more efficient and flow better. And then when you add in intention, intention that comes from your guidance, that comes from just getting clear overall on what it is that wants to happen in your business, then you allow more for that to happen. Yes, there is I'm just clear. I need two one-to-one new clients, and I want it the next few, like 3 weeks. Okay. Like you just get clear, it just kind of comes to you. Maybe put no other effort, but you've been planting seeds for a long time. So they just kind of come to you, right? We've all experienced that if we've been in business for a while. Those things happen, right? Or something even way bigger than that. But I'm just saying like that will happen, but it's because you've been doing all the work. You've been putting in all the focus, the inner work on top of taking whatever amount of action, whether it's been massive action or not that much action, but very aligned action, which that's always more important than massive action, is taking aligned action. Timing, baby, is everything, you know? You gotta follow your cues for timing. No, in a bold way, you know, boldly, is this the right time? Often it is, you know, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes it isn't the right time for something. You jump the gun, maybe no good. You try to jump on board too late, may not be so, it may not be as good. Okay, don't get me wrong. You still may get something out of happening, but let's say you decide, oh, let me connect with so and so today and see about, you know, maybe speaking on their summit or this or that. And the energy isn't right for it, and you pursue it and they say no. But if you had to contact them 3 days later, it might have totally worked out. If you had to listen to your guidance and meditation, you might have known that. If you had just taken a moment to tune in, you might have known that. So, one of the things I talk about in that PDF, it's a real brief PDF, but is, you have more, I call them in the shower moments, where you're in the shower and you're like, wow, this idea just came to me kind of thing. And you get more of those happening when you're meditating more. You're constantly and tuning in as well. Like it just all automatically the right ideas start coming to you and you see more synchronicity and all that stuff happening for you to forward you in your business. So yeah, so you can take advantage. I just want to talk about this briefly today. If you want an actual meditation, we could do one here on the show, but I recommend instead that you just go to get my 18, I think it's eight, it might be less than 18 minutes, the way we have it formatted now. But if you go to yoursacredpurpose.com, you can grab a meditate and make money meditation there. And I don't know, but everybody I've talked to about it always says a minimum enjoy it. Some people really get into it. So go to yoursacredpurpose.com. And people also say there's more coding in there that goes beyond just money. So enjoy the coding. I know there's more in it. I think it's interesting how people call it coding. Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, so yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. How's your meditation practice? Are you utilizing this? Chances are everything's just going to be a lot harder, a lot more challenging for you, and growth may not be as fluid or as rapid either. If you're not utilizing meditation as part of your pillars. We've got people, very famous people that use meditation. Like there's so many, you got currently people like, as far as I know, Oprah. I've been told it meditates. I think she's told us that. I don't know. I've heard she meditates. We've got people like that are spiritual that meditate and it helps them. But then you also have people who are in more traditional roles, like Ray Dalio or whatever, the investor guy. Like he talks about using meditation and how that is a huge part of his success. So, very big time money people, you do sometimes use meditation in order to allow more. And also, I would say people that don't say they're meditating, that are doing really well financially, are happy as well, probably are using a form of meditation. Yeah, when I get out on that golf course, man, I'm just in a zone. They're like in this deep hypnosis, this very relaxed state, and ideas come to them, right? So like they're probably doing it in one way or another. It's just you want to be conscious about doing it, and then you could gain even more about it, more use it more consciously, right? And then we could see even more results. So yeah, so you can visualize, what it is. So I'm seeing, I'm seeing the number that I want to make this year, or the amount of people I'm serving, or just I get a feeling of the vibration of it, and then all the ideas of the actions, how to meet up with these people come to me, and you can see that you can you can enter into those type of meditations more deeply if you take advantage of the offer, after you opt in for the free gift. But you'll see the details on that when you go to yoursacredpurpose.com, which I promise that'll be the last pitch on that. But it is good because it will help you to get the details about like your tribe and help you do some of these deeper meditations by listening to me and getting that clear. And when you get a clear signal for something, you're already drawing it forth. It will start showing up in your life because you're getting clear on it, right? And when you do it through meditation, it can really be more powerful for a lot of us. So all right. So I already told you where to take advantage of all that. And yeah, how do you like to use meditation? Are you meditating? Let me know in the comments. I mean, we can also, I'll just add this in, is you can also, like what I like to do again now, and I've done it before, is talking to your guides, in meditation, having your executive board, whoever they may be, meeting your guides, and then having an executive board, having them advise you on what's next for your business and life, because they do kind of come together, right? So there's a connection there with energetically. Yeah, and you can meet your clients, in spirit, talk with them, like your ideal client avatar. So there's so many ways you can utilize meditation. All right, I'm gonna leave it there for now, and I hope you've benefited from this brief podcast on meditating and making money. And enjoy the meditation. Go to the website I referred to many times throughout this podcast. We'll put the link in the show notes as well. And I'm really looking forward to continuing to serve you through this podcast. And as I always say, keep on tuning in and we'll keep on rocking it here at Spirits for Rockstar Podcast. Till the next time.
For listening to Spirits for Rockstar Podcast, stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Wednesday and Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.